Hi, I'm Rosanna Vargas Forbes, and welcome to episode 14 of the ATW feed. The Dallas Art Fair has ended, but we continue our coverage. In this episode, Annie speaks with the artist Greg Haberny, who built an installation in the Lyons Wier Gallery booth at the fair. And I speak with Elizabeth Balogh from Leo Koenig Gallery. Now, for the ATW feed.
And where are you from?
I'm from New York City.
You're from New York.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to know all about your art.
You want to know all about my art, man?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I mean, like in a small sentence.
That's a lot of coverage. Abstract complexity, I guess you would call it. No, it's basically almost like I guess you guys get physical tornadoes down here. I'm from up in New York, where we get economic tornadoes.
Okay.
So this is kind of an overview of like an economic, a religious, a psychological kind of tornado whirlwind of what's going on in the United States today and in the past, present, and hopefully not the future.
So, as an artist, what separates you from other artists?
What separates? I mean, I'm always incredibly open to anything that anybody does artistically. I myself try to, you could give every artist a coloring book and everybody will do it completely different. I think I probably would choose to color outside the lines as opposed to inside the lines. I just try to come up with different ways, methods, to have a message, a meaning of most of the work that I do, and come up with a different way of creating it, if that makes any sense.
Okay, no, it makes sense.
And I use a lot of materials and
I was going to ask what materials, mediums do you use?
Mud, glass, dirt.
I was going to say, it looks like there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, I mean, serious. A lot of the stuff, I come up with ways to fasten, assemble, build, make things.
Well, like, for example, this little guy, where did he come from?
Where did he come from? He was an old vintage toy that I took apart.
I love it.
Re-bandaged him. Everything kind of has the theme of having bandages and Band-Aids on it because everything is broken. In some other sense or a metaphoric way.
Okay.
And then he's just kind of was reassembled, and as you can obviously see, the roles have changed in this little scene where the hunter is no longer being the hunted. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Yeah.
So
the rabbit is raising up his arms.
There's a little bit of humor in your work.
There's humor, yeah. There's humor, there's irony. I learned kind of how to paint at a fairly young age and draw and things like that. And I think what I kind of have embraced is I've embraced theatrical style to a lot of this, which is I go in and I build big installations, and there's soundtracks and there's music and there's
other artists that you emulate from the past, present.
Just like I hate to say it, my biggest influence every day basically is the newspaper. That's kind of where it all starts for me. Everything that I do starts out with like writing, and reading.
Okay.
Which are the foundation and the basis, and then from that foundation and basis, then it kind of might go into a sketch format, or more of like a cerebral, like irony kind of format of what can I do with this.
Is this your first time at the Dallas Art Fair?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I love it. I think the people down here, are really, really open and excited that a lot of the A-list and blue chip galleries came down here and have kind of like joined in on this venture. I mean, all I've had is nothing but a positive experience.
We're not so bad down here.
No, I don't know what. No, not at all.
So it's safe to say you would come back if given the opportunity.
I would come back. I mean, if any of the museums are listening.
I'm here speaking with Elizabeth Balogh from Leo Koenig, New York. Tell us, is this your first time here?
It is, and we have been having a great time in Dallas. The hospitality here is amazing.
So who did you bring with you to showcase?
Well, we did, our intention was to do a black and white booth. That was our decision. And we brought a mix of artists that we represent and artists that are historically relevant. I'm standing right next to Gerhard Richter. And then we have Tony Metelli here, who is an artist that currently has an exhibition at our gallery, which just opened Friday.
And tell us a little bit about your gallery. I know it's had a couple different locations, and you guys have been growing.
We started out in 1999. Leo opened a gallery in Williamsburg, and we have moved to a couple of locations, and now we're in Chelsea.
Yeah, how are you liking that location?
It's wonderful.
Fantastic.
You know, it's basically the center of the art world. I think there's 400 galleries within a 5-block radius.
Yeah, it's a good place for exposure.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of exposure, how do you like the exposure you're getting here in Dallas?
It seems very good. I mean, we're getting to know a lot of people that we didn't know previous to this fair, so it's been lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for speaking with us, Elizabeth.
Okay, thank you.
We want to thank Elizabeth Balogh and Greg Haberny for speaking with us. Leo Koenig Gallery can be found at leokoenig.com, and Greg Haberny can be found at greghaberny.com. He is represented by Lyons Wier Gallery, and they can be found at lyonsweirgallery.com. Thanks for watching.
I still got your Polaroid.